How's it going? I'm Ryan, and today I'm gonna go over all the mistakes I made. I had a really bad day, pretty much blew my account. It's a bummer. I was doing pretty well. I don't really know what happened, but these days seem to happen like that, right? It's not like you go into a day thinking you're gonna blow your account. Um, I'm down about 50% on my account. You can see my equity is 862. This morning it was 2,050. So that's rough. That's about $1,200 loss on the day. Um, Honestly, it's not good. It's a bummer. I am pretty upset about it. But I got two options. Those options are to give up or to continue going. I'm going to continue going. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about what happened today. Uh, I'm going to, on the video, very live, I'm going to set in restrictions in terms of maximum loss allowed, things that will just close you know what I was about to say, close everything down if I exceed my max loss, etc. Um, I wish I had it in place today because it would have saved me. Honestly, I just needed somebody to pull me away from the computer and tape my hands behind my back or something. Um, Trading is a thing that you can do right 100 times and do it wrong once and it destroys all your progress. And that is a very tough thing to balance. You have to be very disciplined, you have to be very consistent. Um, and it's a bummer because I've been doing pretty well the past couple months. I was up on my account, I was growing my account. My account was on the up and up. I wasn't having many losing days. Losing days I was having were pretty manageable. I wasn't getting emotional. I wasn't going on tilt. I was, taking one good trade, saying, all right, that's good. I wasn't getting greedy. Um, yeah, sorry for the long intro. I'll get into it. I just wanted to, I don't know, just be transparent. I really blew it today, and it's so upsetting. Yeah, we'll get over it. We'll get through it. It's, like I said, you either quit or you keep going. I'm not gonna quit. So, jeepers. All right, what do we do? So to start the day, right, we made an all-time high on NQ. All of my trades were on NQ, which is volatile, and if you're going to be making a lot of mistakes, not a good place to be making them. So, yeah, we kind of held sideways over after hours pre-market. We had CPI data today. We got a massive boost. So we were up in no man's land in terms of, I didn't have any zones up here. I didn't have any levels. I didn't have any prediction coming into the day. I was trying to be pretty, I don't know, unbiased, I suppose, but I was biased, or maybe my emotions got the best of me. With that being said, right, this is the pre-market. We're up here. We have nothing else to go off of. Now that is a big move up, right? We got this big move at the power hour at the end of yesterday, sideways, big gap up on the CPI data. And coming into the day, let's take a look at the 5,000 tick chart. We made this big move up. We set pre-market high here, and then we started kind of making this flag. I took my first trade seconds into the day, pretty much on open, which I never really do. It's pretty rare. Usually only if it's like a really nice setup that I want to take. So that was my first mistake. Like I said, I didn't have any levels up here. I didn't have any like predisposition. So for me to take a trade this early, like as soon as the market opens, is lunacy. It makes no sense. I didn't have a whole lot to go off of. What I was going off of is that we had pre-market high, we set a lower high, we had this swing low. Right when we opened, we broke that swing low and we came up to retest it. As we came up to retest it, I entered a short position here. Reason being, we had a massive gap up. I was seeing, okay, we had a big gap up, set pre-market high. We kind of are moving lower, right? Like you see these candles to the upside, pretty small. Candles to the downside, pretty bearish. We did form this little hammer, but nonetheless, we were setting lower lows and lower highs. But I should have been a little bit more cognizant that, overall, grand scheme, we're trending up. right? We set a new high. We're trending up. We're not really, why would I short this without more conclusive evidence, right? So that was my first entry. We started pushing up, and I entered another contract somewhere up in here. Now my average price was somewhere around 19,404, maybe somewhere in here, and it never even came close to getting near my entry. Right, we pulled up, made a little flag right here, broke out of that flag. We paused a little bit around that pre-market high. That was me just hoping that we somehow plummeted off the pre-market high. I held through this. I held this whole time. My entry was 404. We're up at, dear God, 58. I held 50 points. 50 points with 2 contracts. So stupid. So stupid. So trading right off the open, not having a stop loss, not really having a game plan, just holding and hoping. All this, absolutely terrible. So that was my first loss, 2 contracts. I got out once we broke above pre-market high. That was like over a 50-point loss. So that's like a $200 loss right off the open. I should have just given up right there. But I was being a little stubborn. I've been doing well. And so in my heightened state of stupidity, I thought that I could get it back. All I have to do is just size up and get one decent win, right? So I don't even remember all the trades I took. I think I took 2 or 3 trades. I remember the first one. I remember one in here that I took. There might have been something in the middle. Yeah. So I'm not going to, I don't know. Maybe I took a trade in here somewhere. Probably tried to short it again because I'm an idiot. I don't know. But start off the day with a juicy double contract 50-point loss. Absolutely disgusting. Unacceptable. My bad. Should have left it there. Should have just realized, what am I doing? But I didn't, and I was like, oh, I can get this back. I'll just buy 10 contracts. You can see right here, 10 contracts. That's what it's set to. I'm gonna reset that. Don't want to do that again. That wasn't fun. We started to kind of chop around up here. We made this higher high, right? And then we got this big red candle. And then we started to kind of move sideways. And as we started to come down, I entered another short position. But it would have worked if I entered up in here. All right, I'm going to draw this real quick. I'm sure you can see it. I'm just going to draw it. We were trading in this range, right? What do I say about ranges? I want to trade the tops and the bottoms. And I want to go long at the bottom and I want to go short at the top, generally. Right? And I'm going to circle back to this. I'm just going to say real quick. Normally, the ranges I'm talking about are on a higher time frame. The hourly is my favorite to use. There was no range on the hourly time frame. I had no levels on a higher time frame to go off of. So this is just stupid in general. But we are forming a range within this lower time frame, the 5,000 tip. Now, if I shorted up here, we got this rejection here, we came up, we got this rejection here, came up, got this rejection here. Any of those would have worked, right? And we were getting a solid 20-point move or so off that. So I could have shorted here, and I could have shorted here, and I could have taken profit at the bottom of the range. I could have shorted at the top of the range, took profit and longed at the bottom, I could have reversed it. Any of those would have worked, but what I did was I took a short position somewhere around here, and I think it was maybe on this candle. We started to break this like low, and I entered, but I entered at the absolute bottom. So I shorted right here. I had 10 contracts. Somewhere in here. It might have been off this candle. Maybe it was off this candle. I don't know. I really don't. But I got in a short position at the bottom of the range, that's the exact opposite of what you want to do. That's so far beyond what you want to do. And we chopped around, and then once we broke up to the top of this range, we broke out. I, exited my position, and that was, another 20, 30 points of loss, but with 10 contracts. So that's fun. That was like $600 loss in one trade or something. So that's how I ended up here. I think I took one other loss on the day because, yeah, $1,200. My first loss was over 200 or so. This was like 600 or 700. So I think there's one other loss for a couple hundred somewhere in here. Absolutely just, beating a dead horse. But what can we learn from this? What I can learn from this is we had CPI, we had FOMC, we were in uncharted territories, right? I had no levels up here, I had no zones, I had no hourly time frame price action really to go off of. We just had one giant green candle, and that was pretty much it. We're floating up in no man's land. So for me to take these trades was pretty stupid. Also, I was trading against the trend, right? I was shorting this, and it's obviously extremely strong. Look at what we did today, right? Crazy. You don't want to short this. There's some opportunities in here, maybe, but that's just gross. What did I fail to pay attention to? A very classic trade is the bull flag, right? Got this big move up, bull flag broke out. This little dip right here, that would have been a great long entry. You know, easier to say after the fact, but that moved like 60, 70 points after that broke. Same thing here. I got short in this range. Now, at the top of the range, it wouldn't have been a terrible idea as long as I took profit towards the bottom, right? As long as I played the range. But I didn't. And what did we do? We formed another flag. We got that breakout, and we moved, you know, I don't even know, 60 points again. I got off after this, so, you know, I wasn't around to trade this. This is wild. I wouldn't want to trade this. This is psycho price action. Like 50-point swings, 60-point swings in minutes. I'm good on that. That's nuts. But that was around the interest rate decision and Jerome Powell speaking. Yeah, I just ignored what was right in front of my face, right? I was trading counter the trend. I was jumping in way too much size. I was taking trades that were based off of pretty much nothing, just my emotion. Yeah, I just pretty much did everything I could do wrong, and I doubled down on it and went and sized up to 10 contracts. So, oh, I said I was going to set limits to myself. Here we go. So this is what we're going to do, right? Here's my account. If it loads, liquidity, risk settings. We're going to put a daily loss limit. Imagine that. Imagine if I had this. Whoa, not 1,000. $100 loss limit. Okay? Imagine I had that. That'd be fun. Max position size. I'm going to say like 4 contracts. Okay? Is that right? Yeah. Cool. Sweet. Why didn't I do that before? I don't know, but I did it now. So unless I'm trading with thousands of dollars and my account is juicy, I will not have another $1,000 day loss. I refuse to, because I'm going to set these parameters in place that prevent me from even being able to be capable of it. It sucks. Like I said, I am down massively on my account. If you look at my average wins, you know, my average wins probably around 40, 50 bucks. For me to make $1,200 is going to take months. And that's assuming that I do well for those months. I'm in a decent place mentally. You know, I've accepted it. It doesn't take away any of the suck, though. The suck's still there. Like I said, what am I going to do? Quit? Nah, not yet. Not ever. Yeah, that's all I really got for you. There's nothing really to learn here. I mean, there is a lot to learn. Don't size up. If you take a juicy loss, stop. Stop trading. The biggest, and I've seen a trader say this, the biggest thing for beginning traders to do is to survive. Don't blow all your capital. You're probably not going to be great when you first start. So just survive. Survive, learn, improve. I barely survived today. I got like one of my arms and both my legs blown off. You know what I mean? I'm crawling, I'm pulling myself across the floor with one arm right now. I'm a crawler on Call of Duty Zombies. If you're familiar, that's me. You know, I'm here, but am I? It's rough. We got destroyed, and there's nobody to blame besides myself. So, rough day, really rough. I don't want this to happen. I hope this never happens to anybody. It's a terrible feeling, especially after the months of work that I put in to build my account up, to give it away in 40 minutes is blasphemous. I don't know. I think I've said everything I can say about it. I just want you to know that my bad. I made a lot of mistakes. I thought I was better than that, and I apparently have more to learn. Absolutely. But I'm gonna be here. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll close out the week. Um, we're just gonna try to get back into the rhythm of things. Uh, that's really all I got. Thank you for watching. Um, yeah, hang in there. If you've blown your account, you know how I'm doing right now. It's not fun, and I don't know. I apologize. I let myself down 100%, and I feel like I let down anybody who watches and supports me as well, because this is just lunatic behavior, really, and I have no excuse for it. So, thank you for watching. I'll be here. I live stream Monday through Friday, so I'll be here, baby. Yeah, I don't know. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your day, and don't go on tilt. It's not fun. Not worth it. Never. All right. Peace out, y'all. Later.